Hello and welcome to the Design Masterclass with the wonderful Debbie Bolford. Debbie, hello my lovely.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. And I'm glad I'm here with you today. Tell everybody what we're going to be doing today.
Okay, well, we're going to be learning a type of cane that I learnt on a polymer clay weekend recently, and I'm going to tell you how to make a simpler version of it, and I'll talk you through the designs as I go.
Okay, we can't wait. So Debbie went on a polyday, is what they call it. The polymer, not
right.
holidays, polydays. That's what it's called. It's good, isn't it? Now, I'm going to give to you, first of all of the elements that you need to create jewellery, just like Debbie's created on her. In fact, let's give you a sneaky peek of that, because I think once you see it, you're going to go, need it, want it, gotta have it. Get yourself on the phone lines nice and quickly, 0800 644 655. Of course, whilst you're watching us live, there is stock. If you are watching us on if you've just downloaded this from our website, or if you're watching it on YouTube sometime later, I can't guarantee stock, but do try. So if you want to create jewellery like this, and look at the leafy one just right on the corner by Debbie as well. Oh my gosh. We're thinking about scale mail together with polymer clay, which you might never have thought of before, but look at this, woohoo! I love it. So if you want, what Debbie's doing now is passing on all of her findings from her polyday to you. So this is exclusive. Let's give to you the really gorgeous, very rustic collection of metallics for your polymer clay collection. You have got the copper large scales, large scales, and you have got the brown anodized aluminium small scales. Now your large scales, I'm just having a look what the actual dimensions of you get 50 of, and your smaller scales you get 100 of. I'm also going to give you the matching jump rings, which is important when you're using scale mail. So you have got the jump rings here, 100 brown saw cut, and they've got that, it's like a chocolate, isn't it? Really lovely metallic feel to it, very rustic, very, very vintage. And then I'm going to give to you your 100 saw cut copper jump rings. Those are 6.7 millimeters. So you're also going to get the polymer clay that created all those lovely leaves that we saw Debbie had created on top of the scale mail. I'm going to give you that collection now. So we're looking at 18 karat gold. I'm also going to give to you your bronze. I'm also going to give to you your ecru, which seems to be quite a popular, there you go, that's round the right way. And then you've got, do you know, it's a very popular colour, the ecru, it's very versatile, it really adds to your designs. And you're going to get the olive green as well, so super autumnal for your collections. We are going to create that wonderful piece of jewellery alongside Debbie Bolford, and all for the price tag of just $19.95. You get ever such a lot for your money here. It should be £26, so by buying through the Design Masterclass today, you are making a huge saving. And don't forget, you are going to be able to recreate the piece of jewellery that Debbie has so wonderfully placed to her right on the bust. Absolutely outstanding. Falling leaves, I'm calling it. Is it called something else? I've just decided the piece of jewellery is called falling leaves. GGG C85 is your item code. Let's go and see the lovely Deborah, and look at the, do you know what, is that what fabulous piece? Oh my gosh, this is very intricate. I mean, am I going to be able to do this, or is this for somebody who's done lots?
No, you'll be able to do this. The reason I'm doing it is that I showed this piece of jewellery with the leaves 2 or 3 weeks ago, and Chloe asked if I would do a masterclass using the scale mail and the polymer clay. So that's where it started, just with leaves, and those leaf canes are shown on the Polymer Fusion DVD with Rachel Norris. That's a cane that I've left over from that DVD. So the instructions for that are on that DVD. Okay.
Okay, fantastic.
Now, I've just been on a course, on a Polydays course run by Alison Gallant. Thank you, Alison. It was a fabulous weekend, and we had 2 or 3 lovely designers. One, Lindley Huani, who's, I hope I said your name right, who absolutely loves colour. Her thing is colour and how to mix colour, and I learned such a lot. The other lady, Jana Roberts Benson, is fabulous at intricate jewellery. She loves things that have movement and have curves and have layers. And I know that you may have seen on Facebook some of the jewellery that I made. I've got some here. And I've combined, in this technique, I've combined the two. Now these I haven't even polished yet, as you can see, they're still filthy on the back.
They look like fabric.
They do, don't they? So these are the designs from the two designers that we did that I literally haven't polished. They're a bit rough and ready. I haven't sanded them.
How did you get this texture?
Well,
is that what we're going to learn?
You're going to learn a simpler version.
Okay.
A simpler version, but I wanted to somehow bring in both of the designs into this. So I'm not copying, I'm using my own take on that class. So I wanted to combine the two.
I want to learn. I'm not worried about whether you're copying.
I should show you.
Thank you.
I did ask their permission. I did ask if I could show. So.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you.
Right. So we have two different bundles. The one that you've seen so far is the lovely gold green, the autumn leaves. That sort of autumn leaves look. Okay. And then we have a second bundle, if I move that over, that go for the pinks and the blues, because I know not everybody likes greens and browns. So I've done two completely different looks for this, completely different looks. And the jewellery you'll see here are in two different sections. You see the ones right at the corner have the green and the brown.
So and that's from the first bundle that we just launched, yeah?
And then the second bundle is obviously the bundle nearer to you.
Which I'm going to give to everybody before we move on, so that everybody can just get on and get involved.
Absolutely.
If that's all right with you, Debbie.
Yeah, it's fine.
So we've got the blue, the pinks, and the whites. And you have got, oh, that's a lovely colour, isn't
blush. It's gorgeous, isn't it? A lovely pink rosy, like an old rose pink.
Yeah, I love it.
It's really nice.
You've got the white and you've got the deep blue. Have a look at that. You're also getting, oh, blue's upside down, yeah. Yeah, there's always one, isn't there? Now you're getting 100 bright silver jump rings again. Jump rings are going to be important, as you'll see going forward. You're getting the larger silver scales. You're getting 50 of those, and you're getting the smaller in silver. The smaller scales, 50 of those, 100 of those, sorry, in silver again. So you get all of this for just £12.95.
It goes an awful long way.
That polymer clay goes such a long way, and you can keep it. It doesn't have a shelf life, does it?
No, you can keep it. I have canes that are 5 years old that I still use that are perfectly okay. Perfectly okay.
You're saving over £15 by shopping with us through the masterclass today. On an ordinary day, you can go and get this for over £15 more expensive than you would pay today. Don't forget the code GBGC85. I can only guarantee stock for the live masterclass show, I'm afraid. If you are watching on YouTube after today, which is Monday, what day is it today? It's Monday, isn't it?
All day.
It's Monday all day. It is Monday all day. Now, do try. You might be able to get it, but I can't guarantee anything. Okay, Debbie, take it away.
Right, well, let's start with the autumn leaves section. Now, I learned from Lindley something very, very good, that to do the Skinner blend, which you may have seen me do lots and lots of times, you take triangles and you make them into a rectangle and then you blend them through the machine. And her idea is, well, if you're going to squash them together, what's the point making them into triangles? I like people like that. Just girl after my own heart.
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
fabulous.
So what do we do?
So all she did was literally just condition your clay until it's really, really soft, and then just squidge it all together.
Okay.
And don't put it neat at all. Just leave it exactly as it is and just let it blend.
But you've been doing in the past, you've been
uniform way, yeah, and it all comes out exactly the same. So there we go.
Is it like the light bulb going?
Yeah, I thought.
You had a light bulb moment.
Squashing it anyway.
Yeah, love it.
So I love it. I love it. So we put this through your pasta machine. I know, because you're going to squash it together anyway. So you know, what does it really matter? Put it through your pasta machine. It doesn't matter if it falls to pieces, because the more and more you put it through, the more it's going to squash together.
The heat just does something to the makeup.
Absolutely.
Of it, doesn't it?
And you will find, because you've got the bronze and because you've got the gold,
doesn't matter that you keep folding over, it's not going to ruin
No, not at all. Can you see the bronze there? It's just coming apart. You will find that the bronze and the golds, because they've got the mica powder in them, it's almost like, I'm just going to put this through the machine again. It's almost like putting foils on top of your clay. It really dries it up.
Yes, it does, But
so
that's the iridescence for you, isn't
Absolutely. They're a lot firmer than other clays. So you have to put this through at least 8 times. So I'm just going to move the machine now to probably a medium thickness, which is between 3 and 4.
Do you get skinnier and skinnier each time or not?
Not really, no. It just starts to blend. It starts to blend a lot more.
Okay.
the higher the number, it sort of squashes it more, if you like.
I love the way it's like a watercolour now. Can you see?
I should show you in a second.
Can we bring that forward so we can all see what you're doing? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Or actually, I'll just take this necklace out of the way and then you'll be able to see.
There you go. See, that started to blend. I'm just going to put it through once more. It started to blend a little bit.
Isn't it fab?
Started to blend a little bit. Now, the mica powder won't blend quite as evenly as the solid colours.
And you're folding it, but you're matching up the lines, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't put it through the opposite way, otherwise you'll end up just with a mucky mess.
Oh, okay, so you're going...
Right, okay. You have to put it through the same way every time.
Okay.
All right?
I love that, Debbie.
I'm going to put it through once more on number 1 to make it a thicker one, because at the moment I'm putting it through on a thinner gauge. So now,
really?
Now I'm going to put it through on number 1. Okay. Right. Now what do you do? Cut this into 8 pieces. So I'm going to cut it down the middle, like so, and pull it apart, and then cut it in half. And I'm not going to put it exactly where the colours match. I'm just going to move it down a little bit, just so you've got some graduation of colour. I'm going to cut that bit off the end because it's a bit bland, that colour. Now, I'm going to start putting these together so the colours start to blend together. So I want to choose where I want to put it. Can you see I'm putting stripes together?
Yeah.
And I want to put that one, probably that one on the other side.
Are we creating the one on the end first?
You are, yeah.
Just going to take that off.
Yeah, we'll do that
Show
first.
everybody. This is what we're creating, and actually you can think, aha!
That's right. So the colours start to blend, okay? So start to do that.
Yeah.
And I'll put that one on that side, I think.
Can I just let everybody know, sorry Debbie, that this is about to sell out the bundle that's on your screen right now, so you do need to check out any baskets.
I'm not surprised actually, because it's a good price. So if I take a slice of that,
I love that.
And you start to get the stripes all the way through, but you get a little bit of a blend as well.
It's so clever.
Well, it's quite ingenious the way it works.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. And I'm going to put these together in a stripe. Put these all together. Now, for those of you who don't like the greens and browns, don't worry, I should be doing this in the blues and pinks.
Love them.
I know you do, don't you? You like your greens and browns. I'm just going to pop that together. Now, need your roller. At the moment, it doesn't look anything.
Am I going to squint now? Oh, so hang on a minute. So you're going
from one side.
Oh, you're going. Doesn't matter.
And then no. And I'm going to use the opposite side anyway, so don't worry about it being rough on the front.
Because I'd have thought if I'd have done that, it would just ruined it.
No, I'm going to use the opposite side. So for this pendant, what we need a backing. So for the backing, I'm going to use probably a little bit of the bronze on here, just so it pulls out one of the colours. Put the bronze through the machine, and this will work quite quickly just to soften it up, and that's going to be my backing. All right, so then I'm just going to put the top stripe. That's right, that's the back of the pendant, and then I put the top stripe across.
Use this as your foundation, don't you? I guess
I do. Put that across the top. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take my stack again, and I really want some rough edges, so I'll just see if I can find some nice rough edges.
And if you can't, can you create them?
Yeah, you just pull them apart, really. Just pull them apart with your blade, like so. Okay. Just get your blade in between.
Separating them,
just separate them a little bit, and cut off the edge. Okay. I'll make a smaller version than what I've made there. Right, lift that up, pop that onto my design, like so. And just to make it a little bit different, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of bronze clay in the middle, just as a separation.
So like this bit, just here on Debbie's design.
That's it. So, cut this. Now this is really the simplest pendant to make. When I do the blue and
you make it look
one,
so simple.
You'll see it will change a bit. Anyway, make sure that's nice and neat and tidy. Right, now this is when we start to neaten it off. At the moment it looks a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I was going to say, but this looks like a strip of something you've cut out and put on.
I know, it's when you start to cut it now that it looks better. So there's the top bit. I'm going to cut one side. I'm going to make a smaller version of this.
Okay.
And then the bottom.
In a dome?
In a dome, like so. Now, because we have some lovely scale mail.
Cutters are essential, aren't they, those cutters,
they
for
are.
creating that neatness.
Oh, they are. To cover up any bumps and lumps you don't like, these scale mail are absolutely perfect. So all I did is I found a bead. You don't have to use a bead. I'll just use a little ball of clay, and just pop that on top, and that will just hold it in place. Oh, got a little brown on there.
Can you bake those scales then?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, they're metal. They're fine.
Oh.
I've got a little bit of brown on there. Never mind.
Oh, you won't notice.
No. And that I've actually baked on the edge of a jam jar, which is why it's curved.
Ah, that's how you got the curve. I thought maybe if you baked it at a certain temperature, it rises up.
No. Now, you want to make a bail as well. I'm going to make a striped one out of this one.
Wow.
So this, as I say, is your real starter one. It's a really easy one to make, but we'll go on to something a bit more difficult in a minute. I've put a plain colour bail on here, but I'll use a bit of the stripe, and you literally just bend it over. But how do you make it stick? You have to use, let me just pop that round, that's a bit neater, that's it. Use something like a cocktail stick or a needle tool. I know we've got these on the website. And just make like a zipper between the two.
And that'll bake on and it'll fusion when it bakes, will it?
Yeah.
I don't need to wet the clay or anything like that.
No. So then when you've got your pendant, you've got your little bail ready. Okay.
That was really quick, Debbie.
Really quick and easy. Well, that's a really simple one. That's a really simple one.
How long do I bake that for, Debs?
15 minutes. Okay. So make it neater than that, obviously, because I took some time then sanding this one and sorting it out.
Mine's not going to be neater than that.
I'm sure it will be. Now here's
I think that's perfect. I don't know why it looks so good. So over a jam jar, you put jam jars in the oven. I'm just
because they're
discovering
glass.
as well.
They've been baked.
Okay.
Yep, no problem at all.
So if you want to get that curve like Debbie did, pop it on a jam jar and bake it for 15 minutes. I love this. I think it's just wonderful. I just love this.
Good.
Okay, what are you doing now? What are you up to?
The next one I'm going to do, I'll just show you how to do the blue and the pink, but this one will take quite a bit longer to do.
Okay, so is it this one here?
We're going to do the circle pendant.
Oh, wow. Oh
Show
my
you
gosh,
how to do that, okay? Which is the same as on the leaves as well, the bronze leaves, the checkerboard. So
she's amazing. They're all laughing at my face because I went. You did make this though, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's amazing, Debbie. It's absolutely amazing.
It's the same as say on the leaves, but that's varnished, and the ones on the leaves aren't. So
wonderful. I love it.
Right. Now I have got here the denim blue, the white, the navy blue, the blush pink, and I also wanted a purple. Because I didn't have a purple, I mixed the blush pink and the blue together to make the purple. Okay.
So clever.
So that
always do
like
that,
purple.
don't you?
Actually, it doesn't look very purple on the screen, but it is quite a purple.
Oh, it is purple, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that, but it is.
It's Ryan's fault.
Right, I'm going to put that again through my clay roller. Okay. And when I've shown you these canes, I haven't got a clamp on this, which is why it's moving around a lot. When I've shown you these canes, I'll then show you how to put...
Totally different look now.
Oh, absolutely. I shall show you how to link them together. Show you how to link the scale mail together. So, you can see here, it's looking a bit of a mess, but it'll be fine in a moment, I promise you.
It's not a mess.
Now, the one I did at home, I had silver.
Did you?
I did.
In this
But
one here?
before we made the bundles up, yeah. But unfortunately, we didn't have any silver in stock, which is why we put white in. So this is going to look different.
I like the white with it, though. It's quite striking, isn't it?
It is. Gives a different dimension. But I'll show you what it looks like with the silver as well, because I have one made up. Now, let's fold it over once more. And put it through on number 1 again, because I want it to be quite thick. Oh, did you hear that pop?
What was that?
You don't normally put clay folded with the folded side down into the machine. This is the only time when you do skinner blends.
Oh, because it'll get air, and that's what the pop was.
That's what the pop was, because otherwise you'll have bubbles in your clay.
So you do put it, this time, fold side down?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, every time.
Okay, so that's important to remember, is it?
It is, yes, always do that. So, here we are. We've now got our clay again.
It's quite artistic, isn't it? Looks like one of those sort of paintings you buy at the seaside.
It is, yes.
Doesn't it?
So then again, I'm putting them into 8. See that, into 8 pieces.
Well, very neat and precise with that.
I think you just do it by eye really. And again, I'm putting these slices together and trying to put the colours, because I've got dark purple that side, I'm going to put dark purple the other, and the same with the pink, and again with the purple on the opposite. Do you know what this reminds me of? Oh. In the 60s, 70s, you don't remember this, I do. We used to have shirts, like cheesecloth shirts.
Yeah,
and we had shirts that had the zigzags. Do you remember with the elasticated sleeve?
I know what she means.
Yes.
They're still in my dad's wardrobe now.
Yes, if everyone goes to a hippie party, that's what you go for straight away, these zigzag shirts. Yeah, this is what it reminds me of. Anyway, and I'll take a slice of that now. That's it. Okay. And there you've got a more muted shade. That's on the side.
Yeah.
And then if you take a slice from this side, it's slightly darker because I've picked on the purple side. So you can, with this, you can choose, do you want pinks, do you want purples, and what do you want to do? So I want to use it on the side.
Couldn't you?
You could indeed, yes you could. Now, this is where we start to do those squares. So I'm going to take slices of this and put them side by side, like so. Okay. Just the same as we did before, but for the pendant, okay. Like, so I'll put that on the other side. All right.
So we're creating these squares here.
We are. Now, how do you do it? I'm going to take one stripe. Now, normally I do this coming towards me, but I'll do it sideways so you can see what I'm doing. I'm
Reminds me
going to
of the Princess and the Pea.
Does it?
It's all of her mattresses.
Oh, right. This I'm going to take a 5mm stripe.
Yeah.
Okay, about 5 millimetres. And pop it there.
I love those colours actually.
All
They're
right.
gorgeous.
They work, don't they, together?
They
They're really pretty.
do.
I'm going to take a second stripe, but this time I'm going to put it one stripe down.
Oh. Is that how you do it?
Yeah.
Is that all? I thought you were going to have to go
You take another
you know,
stripe.
like do sort of...
That's right. And you put it one stripe down.
Oh.
Oh, it's like a light bulb going off,
Do you know, again, because I thought you were going to layer some going downwards, then some going across.
No, there you go.
Your clay roller's on the bottom of your screen, everybody, for £14.95.
You can start coming back up.
Isn't this clever?
Very clever. Jana is a very, very clever lady.
Did you spend all of your polymer claying?
I did, yeah. We did those pendants and they took a day to make each. Well, it just took ages. So in an hour, I'm trying to.
And you're gossiping as well.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Now it's all higgledy-piggledy.
And now it's all higgledy-piggledy. So now you can choose where you want your design to be. So do you want a circle? Do you want...
I can't believe that's how you did it. It's so much more complex in my mind because I just look at something like that and I think, Jenny Cleary, your brain can't do that. But actually, as long as I've got the instruction of Debbie Bolford, honestly, it does go to show.
It's easy to do. It really is easy to do.
Once you know how. If you just said make that, I'd have been there for about 7 years.
Oh, it's quite easy to do, really. Right, so I'm going to take a circle out of that. Is that wide enough? Or a bit slightly smaller. These are out of the starter kit, a slightly smaller one.
And so are the blades, and we've got the blades on your screen right now.
So I'm going to take a circle out of this one and push. There we go. Remove the excess. And then obviously take your scale mail. Now these wonderful silver scale mail, they might, when you receive them, they might look a bit dull. The large ones, if you put your nail underneath, you'll find
they've got a film on them.
They have a film on them because they're mirror finished. So don't panic when you receive them and think, oh.
How did you discover that?
Oh, Hannah told me.
Oh, okay, good. Because it doesn't say anything about it.
It doesn't actually, no, it doesn't.
Hannah Oxbury will need to handwrite in every one. She'll love me for that.
So then, you just place, obviously, your scale mail.
Don't need to use any glue, do they?
Well, I did on mine, actually. I actually baked it like that, so it had the imprint. I then took them off and glued them to make sure they...
Surprised them.
Yeah, they just pop apart. So there is your pendant, and I think that's quite a nice pendant actually.
I love it. I
How
think you're a
simple and
genius.
easy is that? Really, really easy.
You could put your
easy
gleam
to do.
over if you wanted to. You could glaze them.
Of course you can. You can do whatever you want to do.
And this is the finished one. Did you gleam or glaze this one?
I used some of the Sculpey glaze that we have on the website. Just a little bit of glaze. Literally put it on and wiped it off with a cloth. So a minimal amount, tiny amount.
And you can keep all the little pieces you've got left over.
Oh, absolutely. You can do the circles to match with the earrings if you wanted to.
Fantastic.
Right, I'll show you one more thing and then we'll get into how to link the scale mail together to show you how to put the design together.
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay, which one are we going with, Debbie?
Right, we're going to do the pendant there that's quite domed. That pendant there. I'm going to use a piece that I had already prepared at home. See that one there?
That one there, like a bit, it's like cushioned, like pillowed. Just let everybody know you can text us in 60777.
Yes, do, with any questions.
Followed by your message with any questions. So the same sort of technique was used. You're rowing them up, and now you're cutting it into 8 again.
Absolutely. This is the same as I've just done, but I use silver rather than the white at home.
Okay.
I got it ready because I thought it would save time. So I'm just going to literally put all the slices together as I did previously, making sure that the same colours don't go next door to each other. So that's like that.
Oh yeah, so you've got to make sure you haven't got just a blend of purples and
Absolutely, yeah, just make sure that the colours go together. Okay, so if I take a slice of that, like so, you see that, those lovely colours. The silver does make a difference, but it's not essential. It just makes, you haven't got the vibrancy of that. I like that actually with the white. I think it's a lot brighter and
I think
cleaner.
so. You can see the difference.
Yeah, you can indeed. Right, so with this one, it's repetitive again. You make your slices. So I'm going to put the 1 and the 2 and the 3 together to make my pendant. In fact, I'll put another one just in case. 4. I tend to like to make a larger sheet because then you can pick which is the best bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't always work out how you want it to be.
Gives you a bit more room and a bit more scope, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Right, I'm going to just take my small thing ready. Right, now for this I wanted to put in some extra colours. So if I take some of the purple, this is just some of the scrap I had earlier, literally scrap, and I'm going to take a circle out of this.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes.
Yeah, if I lift this up, whoops.
So we're creating this part here.
Yeah. I'll lift that up, take out the circle, and then obviously replace it with another circle.
That's clever. And don't get rid of that other little bit that you've poked out because that could come in handy later on.
You can use that in something else. You've got some earrings or what have you, and press that in. Don't worry, it's not actually circular at the moment because we're going to roll it and it will all be fine in a second. Then we need some other colour that's within that blend. Let's get some blue. Just pop some blue through the fat pasta machine and do the same again. So we want like traffic lights, really.
Yeah, I was going to say traffic light effect.
So take our needle tool to get it out, get another blue one and pop that in the hole.
Do you always have your tools at the ready, everything, just in case?
If you were to see my desk at home, it is an absolute nightmare. It's so untidy.
There's no way I even believe you, Debbie Balford.
I've got so much stuff around me you wouldn't believe.
Really?
But I do like it all to hand, that's the problem, you see. I don't want to put it away because I'm going to need it. That's the problem, I'm going to need it.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it?
Yes, you always do. Right, so I'm now going to take some pale blue, which was in the blend. It's probably blended in now, but anyway, it will go. So, I've now got my 3 little traffic lights. I'm going to roll that and try and smooth out the circles. Okay, and make sure that it's as round as you can possibly get them. It's very warm in here, so I think if I was doing this at home, I would probably either leave it to stand and either put it in the fridge or even just leave it to stand just on the top of your machine because your machine's metal, it's cold. So that'll be okay. So now what do you do? There is my strip with my traffic lights.
Oh, when you turn it over, yeah.
Yeah, that's got extra.
Looks ace.
It's okay, it's fine. Right, now you can use your cutter. Now I happen to use an oblong cutter for mine.
I quite like the edges of this. If I wanted to, could I keep them like that?
If you wanted to, you could literally just pick that up and just pop it on a purple square of clay, and it would just be really lovely actually.
It looks nice, doesn't it?
It does, it does. In fact, you can keep those edges and put them onto another pendant.
Yes, good
There's
idea.
never
So
ever any
edges
waste.
earlier.
There's never any waste with polymer clay, which is the lovely thing about it. Now, you may have seen me do this before, but it's a hollow pendant. This is a very, very old cutter. I think we have some oblong cutters within that. You know the charm set, we've got some little oblongs in there. You can make some small versions of them. Yeah, you can make some small versions.
Get on the website and see if we've got any of those available. It's JewelleryMaker.com to let you know we are in single figures now of the polymer clay pack, so do be quick if you want that. So
now what I'm going to do is place my oblong over the top to make sure it fits, or you can do this in a circle, it doesn't really matter. This just happens to fit my cutter. And I'm going to press this in. So you get a dome. Debbie Carlton did this in a magazine a long, long time ago. She's a polymer clay and silver clay artist. That's a really good idea. So push that in to the dome and place a backing over the back.
Oh, you don't fill it up with anything then?
No.
You wouldn't have thought that was just air.
No, it's just completely hollow.
It looks lovely and cushiony now.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's the centre of your pendant. Then this is the waste of the one I had at home. This is just literally the scrap that I've put through the pasta machine, okay? And you lift your pendant, okay? Pop it onto your clay, and then use your flexible blade. Your flexible blade is as good as a cutter because you can make all sorts of different designs with it. You can do your S's and all your curves. So corner to corner to make the bottom curved, and then I'm going to put the edging along the edge as so, along the other edge as so, and then I'm just going to grab something like this is you can use your reamer, or anything like a skewer. This is out of an old barbecue set that we never ever use.
Isn't it funny?
The things that you use.
Crafters never throw anything away.
Everything is useful. And then you just fold it over the top.
Will you be able to pull that out okay?
Yeah, you should be able to. It's metal, it should be fine.
Okay. I don't bake with it in there now?
Yeah.
Oh, I do?
You do.
Okay.
There you go.
Would I put Vaseline on it?
You could do, but if you turn it, actually metal, if you turn it just before you put it in like that, it should release itself and that's fine. And then on the edge, when it's baked, I bake this twice. You just make little circles of black clay, just so you can finish off the edges. It looks almost like a rubber jump ring, really.
It does, doesn't it?
You just put some black along the edge here.
Why did you bake it twice, Debbie?
Because I didn't want to disturb it when it was like this. I didn't want to then try and put some black clay around it because I would have squashed it.
Yeah, squidge.
So I baked it and then rebaked it when I had the black all the way around.
How fab.
Which just makes it a different look. So there is your puffy pendant. There you go.
I love those.
All right.
How fantastic. Now we've still got lots of time left. What should we do next?
Now we're going to talk about how to link them all together. Scale mail doesn't have to be in one big chunk of colour. Okay, you can separate them out into really delicate, beautiful jewellery. So when I was asked to do the scale mail, it was quite a challenge. I hadn't used it before. And I thought, right, now what am I going to do? So I decided to try and use them as I would beads. So when you're putting things together, think about how you can use your wire and how you can use your beads and everything to make it look like part of the jewellery, not just a chain and then a collar sticking down. So the earrings right on the end there that have the autumn colours. Okay.
I love it. I did notice these. Yeah.
You've got 3 in a row there. So I have got 3 of these here ready, and I can put on, it won't be staggered like that, but I can put on some clay on the centre one just to show you how easy it is. You literally just put it on top. This will not come off when it's baked. I haven't glued it on. I haven't done anything to it. I've literally just stuck it on. So, and then like a pie dish, you just take your knife.
Oh, I like that, like a pie. Pie trimming.
Yeah, just take your knife around and obviously just play with it for a little while just to make it nice and neat and tidy. Okay, so that's really rough and ready, but you can see the idea. All right, so that's like that. Right, now, once you've got your design on your leaf, how do you put them all together? So there are your 3 leaves. I've got here a few little jump rings.
Now you're into your chainmail. Is there a similarity between this and chainmail?
Very much so, very much so. And they do work hand in hand.
Yeah,
they really do. They do work hand in hand. So how did I get the design? First of all, I used the smaller jump ring that you get in the kit with this, with the set. There's 2 different size jump rings, I think, with this collection.
Yes, there are 2 different sizes. Let me just
and
I'll
the
read
smaller
those out to you.
ones.
The smaller ones are 5mm and the larger ones are 6.7.
Right. Now that is the inside diameter that we're telling you there, not the outside diameter, which is useful for chainmail. So, whoops, my hands are so hot. It's slipping. Right, so we put 2 jump rings, the smaller jump rings on either side. Okay. The larger jump ring I'm going to put through all 3. So I'm going to pick these up and hold them all together. Now I'm going to make sure that jump ring is on one side and that jump ring is on the other side.
So I don't need to put one in the middle one yet.
This is what I'm going to do. You see how they all overlap?
Yeah.
Can you see there? There's a hole right in the middle that goes through all 3, and that's what you want to aim for, is the centre hole going through all 3.
There we go.
There we are. All right.
It's easy
And
peasy.
close the jump ring, like so. So you've now got a centre ring and 2 either side. And to make them fall properly, I'm going to put that down on my tile now and to pick up my other jump ring. To make sure that they all hang as in those earrings, hold them all together. So you've got your centre ring and one either side. Better if you turn it over to the back, it's easier to see. Take your large jump ring and go through all 3. Go through the small one, large one, small one. You hear it click.
Yeah.
There you go. And then that will hang, pushing the other 2 out slightly, almost like a frame, and then the one in the middle. So it almost forms like a frame around the outside. Okay?
And do you bake at this point, or is there still more to do?
No, you can bake just a single leaf if you wanted to. You could put clay over all 3
and
if you
then
want
go back
to.
and put them together.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't need to put all 3 of them in the oven, would you?
No.
Bake and then go.
No, that's right. That's
I like
right.
it.
Okay. Now that's the one earring. If you wanted to do something like the charm bracelet, which is really, really simple. This is really simple to do. I mean, I'm sure that the kids would love to do this. All I've done with this, so easy to do, is with the scraps of all of the clay that I had left over from making the various
The ones
pendants,
where you're taking the dots out,
the
you've got
ones
a
that
load there.
exactly, the ones that I've taken the dots out of, I then put onto the tiny silver leaves. So it matched the dotty pendant that we made earlier, and literally made a link into link into link into link, and that's how to make your charm bracelet.
So easy.
Really, really easy to do.
I do like this fusioning. Right,
It
where
is
are we
nice.
going next?
Right, well I think if you'd really like me to, I can show you how to do the leaves if you want me to
Yes,
do
please.
that now.
Yes, please. We've got
In
plenty
case
of
people
time.
don't have the
Do you know,
DVD.
we got longer than we thought. All these projects get done. We have got a couple of text messages, so
That's
while
fine.
you're getting yourself prepared,
Okay.
I will read those out to you. So the first text message is from, oh, put it down there and then I won't be up there, will I? It's from, let me see. I can't read it in my desk if you don't put it there, Ray. It's doing it, it's doing it. We've got new technology, haven't we, Ryan?
I know.
It's very
very good, you know.
in little miniature.
Very good.
There we are. Thanks, Rai. Christine in Aberdeenshire says, asking for the 5th time. Sheila mentioned using liquid glycerin to condition polymer clay. Please explain this. Liquid glycerin?
You can use liquid glycerin to. You can put that into the
Oh no,
gleam.
that's yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's glycerin is for silver clay, not
Yes.
polymer clay.
No. No.
It's for silver clay. It's not
No.
polymer clay, Christine.
Now, if you want to condition polymer clay, if you've got hard clay, you can buy a product which does that for you. But if you mix some liquid clay into your polymer clay, it will help if you slice it up. There is a certain way though how to condition. The best way, if you have hard clay, is to slice your clay, is to take your block of clay when you've got it out of the packet if it's firm. Slice your clay like so.
Yeah.
Take your roller and roll it before you put it into your pasta machine. It breaks up all those plasticizers and makes them very, very soft. Then put it through your pasta machine.
Don't put it in the microwave.
No, gosh, no.
That would
Never
be the
put any
natural
clay.
thing for me to do.
No, don't put clay in the microwave. No.
What would happen?
I don't know, but don't.
I'm one of those annoying people that are like, well, I'm going to try it and see and report back.
So then every time you've got
do
a
it.
slice, put them then together. Once they've gone through the pasta machine, put them each one through and then put them together and then put it through, and you'll find it's a lot easier. A lot easier. It really is. But
It's
don't
like
use
warming
glycerin.
it up, isn't it? No, glycerin, I'm pretty sure is silver clay, not polymer clay. I'm pretty sure it is, because I know that. I know it is, in fact, because Natalia has a bottle of glycerin with her all the time, doesn't she? That she gets from a well-known pharmaceutical shop.
Yes.
Now we got another text message for you. Here it is. Hi, Jenny and Debbie. Hello, my darling Sally. Oh, it's Sally from Evesham again. I texted in the other day saying my remember, it was Sally from Evesham, said it doesn't squeak. But guess what? It started after I texted you. Debbie, how water resistant is polymer clay after it's baked? Many thanks and love to Sally.
Very water resistant, because you can make buttons and put them through the wash.
Oh,
so,
and they don't crumble and they don't go soft?
No.
Will Gleam protect them even further, do you think?
If you put something on top of your polymer clay, like Gleam or mica powder, you have to then seal it with a varnish, otherwise that would come off.
All right.
It would come off.
You know, like polymer clay bowls and things like that. Like yeah. Did I say all right? Like, all right, sorry. I thought all right. I was telling my own brain, not Debbie. You wouldn't speak to Debbie like that, Scott. Now, Scott said you sounded cross when you said, all right, did I?
No.
Yeah, Scott, and he's so sensitive, isn't he?
Oh, I know.
Oh, Scott, I've only got to say anything to you and you get all teary. Now, right, okay, we put me off track now. Let's have a look. We got another text message. I was saying ceramic bowls, if you want to put oils in them,
yes, you can. Yes.
Not ceramic, polymer clay.
You'd have to varnish first, though.
Of course,
to seal it, yes.
Yeah. Inspiring. Can you tell me what varnish to use on my clay? Thank you, Joe Green.
Right, don't use nail varnish, because it may be fine for a week or so and then it will start to melt. So use the Sculpey varnish that's for the purpose. There are various varnishes around. Furniture polish works as well if you just want to use that on top of your pendants, but be careful because it doesn't mark your clothing, obviously.
We can't obviously recommend any other varnishes that we haven't tested or tried. Debbie's speaking from her own experience. And
exactly.
We know that
so use the Sculpey one.
The Sculpey one
the best.
Does work very well. We've tested it. Of course, nothing goes on to air without us doing lots of things.
Sculpey varnish has been on the market for years and it wouldn't be sold if it wasn't any good. So. No,
right, what are you doing, Deborah? What are you doing?
I'm doing Skinner blends like we did earlier, but in the two different colours.
Okay.
So I'm doing the two different colours to show you how to do these leaves.
So we're creating this gorgeous piece of jewellery here.
That's okay.
I love it.
So I've done a Skinner blend, and I've done green and the ecru, and white and the bronze. So if you've got these two kits, then you'd be able to make this, no problem at all. So
is it always a good idea to just, what are you doing there, folding over?
Concertina, I'm going forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. And the same with this one as well. I'm going to go forwards and backwards and forwards.
It's like when you draw those faces and bodies on, what's it called? Consequences when you were little. Do you ever remember doing that?
I don't remember that.
You drew the head, folded it over, gave it to your friend, they'd draw the next bit, fold it over, give it to your friend, they'd draw the next bit. Do you remember that, Bruce? And then you'd open it out and you'd have a big odd bod.
I don't remember that.
And that would be your future husband. You see?
I've heard it all now.
Yeah.
Right.
See, how do you know you do? See, this is the thing, you've got to be prepared.
Oh dear. Right, so now I'm going to use some bronze. or you can use chocolate brown or some raw umber or something like that. And this is going to be wrapped around the outside of my leaf.
Is this called, okay, and this is is this a cane, a type of cane?
It is a cane. I'm just going to wrap that around very, very quickly. And that's going to be part of my leaf. If I cut that.
It does look nice. It looks almost good enough to eat, actually. It's a bit like a fancy chocolate or something.
Oh, I don't know about that.
JewelleryMaker does not recommend that you eat your clay ever.
No,
or put it in the microwave.
No, definitely not put it in the microwave.
I know.
What?
You know, like Zippy?
Yeah.
But you just wish you could have that. Could you just zip me? Yeah. That's going to happen tomorrow.
No.
I might button my mouth.
No. Right. So now I'm doing.
Oh,
you are
does
funny.
look yummy.
I'm now doing ovals. Now, if I was making this at home, I would probably keep blending and blending and blending until the colours really blend together as they were in that leaf. But just for quickness, I shall do it like this. Right, so now I've got my 2 different colours, okay? Like so. And all I need to do now is to make my leaf cane. So now, you put them side by side. Now you'll see in that one, the white, I blended and blended and blended until it was almost like a beigey colour, and the same with the green. You need to keep blending and blending and blending and blending.
Chocolate milkshake colour.
Is that what it reminds you of? You're funny, you are.
Everything's food related, you see. Pistachio green and chocolate milkshake.
You are funny. So I'm going to put these at an angle. Can you see how I've put them like that?
Oh my gosh.
Side by side.
Yes, that's fab.
And then I've cut it in half. Now to make the centre of the leaf, you then
can see it coming together now.
You take an extra tiny piece, if I can pop that down, of your darkest colour.
So darkest brown.
The darkest brown. Right, so put this through my clay roller.
Warming it up again with your hands. Just to be careful in case you've got moisturisers or anything. Will that prevent it from baking properly?
Not really. No. Be careful of perfumes because they can change some of the hues of the clays.
Yeah, because I do put a lot of moisturiser on my hands. Scott was my producer's there going, "You're always moisturising your hands." I know, but it should be all right. Yeah, well, I think so.
Yes. Oh, there we go then. So now I need the centre of the leaf. So I'm going to put that at the base of my leaf cane. So I'm going to put it there, okay? So it's from the bottom of the leaf here to this point here. And then I'm going to put this the other way up and cut that. So it matches. Just squash that a bit. I'm going to put that together. So that then forms the other half of the leaf. And if I squidge it together.
See, it all comes together. Everybody in the gallery is going, "Oh, I know, I see." Because honestly,
the colours aren't exactly the same, but you can get the idea. And the way to reduce a cane is to make it into an hourglass in the middle, and then you pull. So if I slice that in the middle, you then, if I squidged it, and get my sharp blade. Hold on a minute, and get my sharp blade because I've just squidged it.
Yeah, but I like that.
Blade. No, I don't.
You don't like it?
No,
I love it.
I don't like it.
I love it. Don't be mean to it.
No.
That's fantastic. You're being
I'm not
too
being picky
pernickety
at
of
all.
yourself.
The heat of this has really made it go.
I like
squidge
it.
Oh, I don't.
Why not? There's a Beaufort diva going on.
No, there is. Now you see, I preferred it as it was before. Let me do that again.
There we go. She's got another one.
I'm sorry, but I can't leave it like that.
No, Debbie.
I can't leave it like that at all. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3.
She's so
together.
precise.
Oh, I can't do it if it goes wrong.
And you can just write yourself if you don't. You can just cut up another bit.
It's because the bronzes have not gone together. There we go. There's your leaf. As it should be.
Can we show it to Brucey baby?
As it should be. A leaf.
I think
proper
you're
leaf.
wonderful.
Sorry. A proper leaf.
There we go.
As such.
There we go.
A proper leaf. You see, it wasn't meant to be. See, I wasn't meant to do it, so it didn't work properly.
I love it.
But there you go. And when I did it on the DVD with Rachel, It worked a treat.
Well, it did. I think it did work. Don't worry.
Well, there you go. So, if we go through this one, I just took the leaf cane and put it on top of the bronze leaf and actually glued a second leaf on the back.
Oh, so that it didn't move?
Yep. I glued it together so you have like a shadow of a leaf. So it hung completely differently.
Oh, I love that. Is it specific jewellery making glue? Is it the one that's on our website?
Yes, it is. Yeah, that will stick it together.
Fabulous.
So, if we can go back over the things that we've done, that one was the very first one that we did. That was a really, really simple cane. Really simple. That was the start-off version of it, wasn't it? Really. That we attached the scale mail to, and that's using the rough edges around the bottom, and then the stripe on the front, and the stripe going down. Then we moved on to that sort of look with the squares.
I love the mookaite you've used with that.
Thank you.
Really good
I just
blend
think
of colours.
it goes really well. That's what made me look at the different colours. Actually, I had some mookaite at home, and I thought that really worked.
I think it's beautiful.
And then we took the same design, and we took 1/4-inch slices and put them together, so it's like a checkerboard, which was like that. And then this is the one that was varnished at home, that's got the silver rather than the white. Exactly the same colours, just that one's got silver and one has got white in it. You see the difference there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we went along to this one, which is a hollow pendant, and we took the stripes, took the circles out in the middle, replaced them with coordinating colours, placed it on a backing, and then made the bail from the same clay. Then the circles that we took out of the centre, you then move on and you can make your earrings, or you can make your charm bracelets, like so. And then if you wanted to, you could make your autumn leaf necklace, like this, that we showed on a show a while ago. And here's the same as those, as the pendant I did, but a smaller version, but with the copper leaves.
I love it. You've got all this brand new inspiration from Debbie, and the texture we can make in a similar kind of way, the zigzags.
Yes. This you can make by doing this, but rather than just doing it side by side, you can start putting them up and down and up and down.
It looks like a tapestry.
It does, it does. So you can start to follow the zigzag lines. So that's the only difference, and do it on a very smaller scale. You're talking about 2 mil every cut.
It just, I mean, the intricacy of this is striking. And was this something that you've done, Debbie, yeah?
Yes, these I did a couple of weekends ago on a polymer clay weekend. And this is the start of the inspiration to do the sort of earrings as so, that sort of look, where you've got the staggered look of the polymer clay. You see that?
I think it's
a bigger version of it.
Amazing. Debbie, I'm just thinking about what this is, a million different things. That it would be a brilliant bookmark, but I'd want to show it off. It would be brilliant sewn onto something like a bag, or, you know, I think this is just wonderful. It does look like a tapestry. I think it's quite decorative. You could hang it on the wall almost.
You could. I mean, you could take this to all sorts of levels. And Jana's work is absolutely superb. Do look on her website, it's fantastic. And I could almost put that into a frame. I think it's absolutely fabulous. Really, really good.
Do you know, I'm just thinking the same thing. It belongs up there. You know, I'd put it on the wall. Could you do a massive one? We've got one more text, so there's another question for you. Let's have a look at that. Fab masterclass, and Debbie, loved your book. Me too, it's amazing. Can you tell me where to get fibre fill and where you use it? Take care, Pat.
Right, Pat. Fibre fill you can get from any patchwork shop. It's what you put in.
Fill?
It's what you put inside your patchwork quilts, but you can bake your polymer clay on it. So if you had,
you can put it in the oven.
Yeah. So if you had this pendant, and if I was to put that in the oven, because the bail comes underneath, it would make a bump on the top. But if you put fibre fill underneath, which is like cotton wool almost,
I love cotton wool.
It can sit into it, and it means it will stay flat.
We're going to get Lady Oxbury onto it.
Are you?
Yeah. So did that answer Pat's question? Fibre fill. Where to get fibre fill?
Yes.
You don't know where you get it from?
from any patchwork shop, any haberdashery shop.
So big
ask for
fabric-y
it.
places,
And ask if they've got any scraps on the floor, if it's a shop that actually makes patchwork, because you don't want to buy a single quilt's worth when you only need a square. Ask any sewing group. I'm sure any sewing group that does patchwork, they'll with pleasure give you their scraps.
Oh, they're sewing groups, how lovely.
Yeah, we'll go to any college and say, have you got anyone that makes quilts or padded, this, that and the other, and have you got any fibre fill? And I'm sure they'll have bags of scraps. They'll be quite welcome to give them to you. Don't put them by the element in your oven. Make sure they are in the centre of the oven.
Okay. Element in the oven.
Yeah. Thing that heats up.
I've got an arg.
Oh, right.
Now, I don't even know how to use that either. I do. Now, I'm going to just let you know, most of our bundles are very, very low in stock. Now, I'm going to, this one, the pink has been extremely popular. I'm going to give you the last in stock details. You've got the blue, the white. You're getting an incredible deal here as well. You're getting the blush pink, which is a very vintage pink, and then I'm going to give to you the scales, and the jump rings. You're getting 100 of the smaller silver scales. You're getting 50 of the large. You're getting 100 silver saw cut anodized aluminium jump rings that are 6mm as well. All of this for just £12.95. GBGC85. Don't forget that this masterclass will be going on YouTube. This masterclass will be, there's only 20 of these left in stock. This masterclass will be going on our website as well. If you love Debbie's designs, if you want to recreate them, you've got the opportunity to do that right now. Literally, we've had everything out on. So can I just show everybody these? Because that looks like a piece of art. Again, wonderful.
Linley Hoani is just a fabulous lady who deals with colour and only ever uses 3 colours. We mixed everything with 3 colours, and she can do I know,
the
fabulous.
Texture, how did you texturise that with a cocktail stick?
No, that's just rough sandpaper.
You sandpapered over the top of it?
No, you just press rough sandpaper into it.
It
gives a texture. It's lovely. But she's a wonderful woman who what she doesn't know about colour isn't worth knowing, quite frankly.
Really?
She's fabulous.
But you're fabulous with colour, and it pays to go on these holidays.
I always like to learn. I like to learn all the time. You never know everything.
You dare to give it up when you know it all, do you think?
Absolutely.
Now, how can I get booked into one of these holidays? How can I get myself with you?
Well, Liz Welsh came with me. She was there as well.
She
did. Yeah, we had a great time in the hotel. No, we didn't. Just look on Facebook and just put Polly Days in, and you're welcome to come along if you've got some experience with polymer clay. I wouldn't say it's for a beginner, but if you've got experience with polymer clay, you'll be fine.
That's me out of the question.
Yeah.
And I'm
once a year it is.
I'm just going to wait for you to tell me what happened.
It's only once a year, so I have to book up for next year.
Does it get really easily fully booked?
Yeah, people come from Arizona, Toronto? I've got no. Spain. You name it, all over the world.
And how lovely!
And the instructors are from all over the place.
My gosh, now you do run masterclasses, not masterclasses, workshops
here.
Now, during the live show, of course, if you're watching this next year, this won't apply, but when's your next masterclass?
Dates. I've got them in my handbag. A week after next, not next week, the week after. What date is that, Scott?
Okay, Scott, don't know nothing. November the 5th, something like that?
No, it's the week after.
Oh.
It's the 10th, 11th and 12th, I think. Whichever the date of the 11th of November.
Okay.
10th, 11th, 12th, I think. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, fab. So if you want to get booked in, give us a tinkle. Debbie does run workshops every month, mostly every couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to get booked in polymer clay or chainmail with the wonderful Debbie, then give us a call, 0800 644 655. If you're watching the live show, Ed McKay is coming up at 5 o'clock tonight with some wonderful deals for you on The Late Show. And guest designer tonight, is it yourself? Is it your good self? No. Don't know. Oh, it's Ed with crazy clearance deals tonight. Now, thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to see your entries into our Wall of Fame. Don't forget us, studio@JewelleryMaker.com. Let us know your thoughts via Facebook. All that's left for Debbie and I to say to you right now is good luck with the polymer clay. Very quickly, I can find you on Facebook if I want to. Somebody tweeted me the other day asking what your name was. Who's the polymer clay lady?
Oh.
Yeah, so he's going to come in on one of the masterclass.
JM guest designer, Debbie Balford.
Debbie Balford. So find Debbie on Facebook. We will see you later, bright and early with myself again tomorrow at 9. Don't forget, Ed's up at 5. Goodbye.